Hey guys, this is Blademan coming at you with Doom Eternal Unmodded Shotgun. I found my original recording for the first level, Hell on Earth, so I'm going to be doing the first two in this one instead of just the second one to show you my original, how I went about this. What I originally wanted to do was only an unmodded combat shotgun, which is hard, but I also wanted to see what amount of weapons I didn't have to pick up, and if I didn't have to pick up any equipment afterwards. I put it on the easiest difficulty just because after this as this recording began, it was the end of an Ultra Nightmare run, which was not even which was like at the end of Exultia and just pissed me off. Now, kind of what I wanted to do was conserve as much ammo as I can by apparently missing half my shots. I really only wanted to use the combat shotgun, so I really thought melee kills would be useful for getting health back. I picked up the chainsaw intentionally, just out of like all the other things I went through. I really wanted to get all the collectibles because I knew where at least most of them are. And then as I went here, a thought went through my head. That's why I exited completely. Well, restart the mission. Can I actually skip the chainsaw? I mean, I probably can if I glitch my way through it somehow. But I'm really only... I don't actually really know many glitches in Doom Eternal, which is fine. I heard a few can screw up your weapons pretty badly. I'm sorry. It's late at night that I'm doing this, and I have to go through almost an hour of recording. This time my aim was a bit better, except for that last guy.
I will mark it on your HUD.
I don't know what I was doing right there. What if that was a different glory kill? Yeah, as you can tell, I walked right by the chainsaw. I mean, of course, to get here, because collectible, of course. Can't remember I had many resets, and I walked right by it to see if it would actually... You can tell that it doesn't for... Yeah, my... I forget that it does that. Now, I really thought the door would open. But you have to pick up this weapon mod right here for it. Which is good, because you can just yeet that off. I forgot how to unequip mods. And you'll see no mod attached, because normally when I use the combat shotgun, it's of course for sticky grenades, and it's one of my favorite weapons in the game. That's why I chose it as the main challenge here. And I'm doing this full to show everything that I did. and why did I get it, and the only reason I chainsaw that guy is because of the flip down here. Flip or pip? Something. I just can't remember, and then I forgot there was some behind him. I haven't actually played Doom Eternal since for like a week or two. The current as I'm recording this, it's like a slime challenge thing for this week. It's like a mini challenge, if I remember correctly. And at the time of actually playing the game, it was nearing, I think it was the last week of the Christmas event, which I already had all the Christmas stuff. No, what the good part is, I mean, I was collecting all the notes because it seemed like an interesting idea also. Didn't really bother with the weapon mod. I keep forgetting that toy is up on the corner over there, so I didn't collect it. I normally would sticky bomb the imp, but that didn't go as planned. Oh, freaking. Okay. I hate that. This is a full recording, and I realize now that some parts are skipping. It's only seems to be a second or two, but it really only happens for longer recordings, more than about 40 minutes at a time. I think I tried to just chainsaw somebody that wasn't in the air. There we go. I just really like that one when they're just like, oh no, as they're just getting sawed in half. And since the actual making of this recording, I'm past level 96. I think I'm 104 right now for the Doom level on the corner. This, I thought you really had to pick up the weapon. But then I was watching speedruns before I did this of Doom Eternal. Oh, it's a little cold in here. So I saw some of them skip the weapon, mainly on like glitched speedruns. I knew that was up there just because of practice. I can't remember why I kept pausing. But you would think it would buffer when I was paused, but apparently no. And I just love it when those two are fighting, and then you're just be gone. I just love my just absolute terrible aim as I'm trying to hit them. Some of the glory kills are really cool. Why did I pause again? Come on. I don't really have time to... I don't want to edit this. I hope I'm not paused for long. Freaking, I think the longest I'm paused is like a minute. Now, the only annoying part... I chose the easiest difficulty because I know all the demons did less damage. I was about to say mobs for a second. Sorry, me and my girlfriend have been playing Minecraft a lot in the past like couple weeks. But I forgot what I was gonna say. But the demons do a lot less damage. I was thinking of doing it Nightmare, but that didn't really come into mind. I really only thought of the lives as I was passing this to pick them up. And in the first video you saw, I talked about different things, different ways, because I was just trying to get it done with. This, I'm actually going through all my footage and seeing what I have done. I just forget how bad some of this footage was. Hell, even on easy difficulty, I missed close range shots. I really, not Terrace Nevada, the one after that. One before. The fight before Terrace Nevada, that boss fight level, I can't remember it right now. Sentinel Prime, okay. That's why I was collecting all the extra lives. Just to get to that easier. And I freaking realized that you can just, after like a couple seconds of fighting this guy, I realized I can just run past with my sanity. Or apparently not. No, I at least ran past. I just didn't bother with that. I was just checking what I had. I wasn't really paying attention to my bottom HUD. That's why I just walked into the health. I've tried it before, but you can't really seem to walk by the frag grenades. And as I was jumping, should I actually use the frag grenades? You can kind of tell by my hesitance of using it on him that it kind of was just an afterthought. Because I didn't really want to lose a life, because I would need them later, but there's so many lives you can get in between here and now. But I decided to use my equipment, as the unmodded combat shotgun is the only Slayer weapon that I'm gonna say shoot with, because there's only one necessary part where you need the super shotgun for, and that's to use the barrel, the extra add-on of it. The only reason I didn't like chainsaw him right there was because I knew there's ammo somewhere and I didn't want to waste it on just an imp. I should probably have waited a little longer for ammo on him to pick that up, but it's fine. Now, I got a little better at actually handling these guys. So you won't really see me. I mean, I do chainsaw a lot because that's really the only fast way of getting shotgun ammo. And as I was walking by, I really thought of grabbing the other weapons just to have. But I hate that. I forgot that. That imp was just so annoying. And that's kind of another reason why I didn't choose Nightmare, is because I hadn't played for a week before I did this. So I kind of was and I just wanted to. That's kind of why my Ultra Nightmare run died, is because I kind of just, yeah. I didn't actually think I got it in his mouth, so it took me a second to comprehend that. When I do normal gameplay, I kind of like to flick the mod active. Like with the sticky bombs, I just like to flick it up real quick, just because it's, I don't know why. I think it calms me for a sec. Now, my favorite skin, as you can tell, is the green Christmas one. Because that one's really cool. I tried to collect as many consumables as I can think, not consumables, collectibles as I can at once. That's kind of weird timing that it does for the entirety of the skip. But if you saw for like a few frames on the corner, you could see the question mark. I actually collected that. And then freaking, for some reason, this skipped. It actually seems to skip quite a bit. And this is only 15 minutes in. Wait, 15 minutes? Really? Oh. I still have 45 minutes, 40-something minutes. I think next level I start getting the coins. As I said, this is late at night when I'm doing this, so I can't fully remember a lot of stuff. Yeah, I kind of panicked once I heard the low health sign, low health noise, and I kind of just ran. As you can tell, freaking cacodemons are really annoying when you have just an unmodded combat shotgun. That's kind of why I chose the equipment, is kind of both crowd control, and it's a lot better to have than not, of course. I think there's one enemy that I tried killing using only grenades, and that didn't work. If I just didn't use glory kills, that would really suck. There's probably like Doom Eternal, but with no glory killing. You could probably do something like that, because it's not really a necessity, but it is the easiest way of getting health back. Like, I just did this because it seemed like a fun idea, and it is at later levels. I actually jumped down here, and I believe before the bar off to the side there. Yeah, I just like I forgot a life up there, so I just loaded the checkpoint. I really only did that just to grab the life, because it was right before, I believe right after those two pop up. And I didn't pick up the ammo, so yeah, those two don't pop up once you reload the checkpoint. I really love how he has like a candy cane for his little arm blade there. Now, I'm not really like a big air player like most people are, jumping up and down and around. I mainly stay planted unless I really have to. Now, in the first video I posted on this, I actually tried to chainsaw him because I actually had enough flips, and that was the second. That was kind of to get footage for this first run, but I didn't realize, because I'm on PS4, of course. If you couldn't tell by the controls on the HUD, then I don't know. Or any of the other gaming videos on my channel.
The con maker is nearby. She is inside the demonic citadel.
The screenshot for my video recording was right of level 3.
Is located just above your location.
Uh,
My scans indicate there is a lift at the center
so
of this
it
facility.
confused me, and the starting part was Exultia, and I didn't realize it was my Ultra Nightmare run until I was actually watching it, like 2 hours ago. I tried to edit this a little bit, but I just decided to use the whole clip instead, and just clipping the Ultra Nightmare run of it. You'll see me bring up the rewards because it's still cool, and to kind of show you what event I was on. Well, we're almost halfway through this, so that's good.
I do not have the means to locate the second Hell Priest. Your celestial locator is missing a component.
I was really thinking of skipping some cutscenes or not, so it kind of was. You'll see me skip some, but not others.
Redesign of your equipment launcher. The flame belch is now ready for your
The flame belch is, of course, a necessity for every Doom Eternal's anything, because that extra health, as you would say. Now, I chose, I believe, ammo as my first, just because an unmodded combat shotgun uses a lot of ammo. I was thinking health or armor first, but ammo was my main priority first. And as I said, I tried to skip any other weapons, but certain weapons cannot be skipped, like the BFG, the plasma rifle. You can completely skip the chain gun if you want. The super shotgun, of course. Which of course is in level 3. Which I can't think of right now. Doom Hunter race is later. Now I tried. I really tried to jump over there without even trying. That sucks. In that little crater right there, a couple seconds ago, there's actually another, second gun. I cannot, even though I've played this for like 4 months so far, I still can't remember what all the weapons are called. But the second weapon, there's another in that little crater with some demons there that you can pick up if you really want to from this point on. What I tried to do there is, of course, I've watched speedruns, so I was trying to get him to spawn into the wall because I hate dealing with cacodemons. They are my least favorite demon in Doom Eternal. Cacodemons and Archviles, my two most hated. I can deal with the freaking Marauders, but those two. It's like a stupid little meme, and it's. I didn't actually think I got him with that flame belch. It's like. I can't remember. I can't even remember how the meme goes because I'm a little tired. I was just like, fuck those guys. Yeedle deedle. Trying to avoid all the enemies here unless I really have to. Now, as I said, firing weapon earlier, the super shotgun is of course going to be transversal. So when using its ability, I'm not firing from it, but I am technically using it. Well, it's mod. But technically I'm not firing from any other weapon, and if I am, I'm reloading a checkpoint, which is roughly 30 minutes into this, and now I'm saying that it's kind of pointless, but as long as a shot doesn't get fired from it, like say the super shotgun, I can still use its traversal means, like to jump over enemies that I just want to avoid real quick, or just don't want to deal with in general. From the first one that I put up, I didn't realize that you could actually kick barrels until like a few levels in. I believe it was around level 4, something like that. I'm only referring to them as levels because I can't remember the name right now. And I call myself a doomer. Fucking cacodemon. Go away. I really didn't want to chainsaw anyone here, so I was just running. I guess I tried the chainsaw for some reason. The only reason I jumped after getting the cacodemon was to jump over the fuel, just so I didn't trigger it earlier than I really wanted to. Doing speedruns are actually really cool when you watch them. They are really freaking cool because everything is planned out, and that was way too far for the flame belt. What I didn't realize until this fight, even though I've been playing, as I said, for a while, that the blood punch actually knocks off weak points, such as the gunner spider. I can't think of the name. The mancubus, the cyber mancubus. Really freaking not useful against the marauder. Even though you can flame belts the marauder, which is good if you just want some quick ammo, armor on the go. Now, I wasn't too really focused on like having max armor all the time, but it was good to have it. Even I missed that. If I missed it again. Come down, you two. I tried to do a speedrunning thing that I saw, and it didn't really work here. And you'll see me do some speedrunning, or really wish I could put it up, speedrunning, quote-unquote, things. As you can tell, I am speed. Literally does nothing for 3 seconds. I am speed. I almost forget that there's a life gun here every time. I don't believe that is actually armor when you do Ultra Nightmare. I just skipped that because, it's a neat little cutscene, but I've seen it like 20 or 30 times by now. I really thought that was going to do damage to him, that's why I tossed it right there. I'm thinking I can probably play on ultra violence, no real problem. I'll probably have to reload a lot of checkpoints though from it. But trying to do this ultra nightmare with just an unmodded weapon is going to be challenging because you're going to have to think faster on your feet. You're going to have to make sure you know what is coming and where, and you can't sticky bomb anything, which is gonna piss you off. And well, you can't sticky bomb, you can't burst away, you can't do mega damage as you can with certain weapon combos. Like playing through the actual meta of the game, you can't really do that. Because I had only one chainsaw clip and no shotgun ammo around, I actually spent like a minute baiting this guy around, waiting for flame belch and grenade to reload, because it was the only really way I was doing damage to this freaking guy, which kind of was annoying because it kind of was showing me how much I wasn't paying attention to my actual ammo. Which is something that you definitely need to do when you're doing a challenge like this, is making sure that you know how much, at least, armor that you have, how much actual ammo that you have, because putting yourself to one gun is hard, especially the combat, especially like a later tier gun. Yeah, I got confused why I spawned right there, but then it's like, oh yeah, it's right there. To do like later tier weapons, like the plasma gun, yeah, I just really tried to avoid other weapons like the plague. Which isn't that hard, considering I'm gonna have to actually get the plasma gun later on, oh, shit. Mars Core, yeah, that's what it's called. In the opening, right after the opening cutscene for that level, you actually get the plasma gun, whether you like it or not. Which sucks, but you know, you can't really, kind of teaches you that you can't really skip certain weapons. And I was trying to pay attention to my fuel clip, that's why you'll see me back up off of one when I'm right there on one. It's because I'm paying close attention to that and not really wanting to just load up another as I freaking have one not even filled. I really am hating those freaking, I don't know why it did that, but that's so annoying. Like, I've had some really close calls in this run where I've almost died, but as of recording this, I'm have just finished, I've just started Terrace Nevada, and so I should be starting that one after this video comes up. This entire full-length video of the first two levels, Hell on Earth and Exultia. Now, if I actually... One of my favorite Doom soundtrack is at Doom's Gate, because of course it is. Just when you start up Doom 1 and it just like that just power of like, yes, I'm going to kill anything and everything that comes across my path. I couldn't remember where Tentacle spawned was, so that's kind of why I looked back into purple. It would be really hard, because I've seen like Super Mario speedruns blindfolded. I've seen Legend of Zelda speedruns blindfolded. I wonder if you can do a Doom blindfolded speedrun. At least on the easiest difficulty. Like, just to know it can be done. Probably no extra lives or something. Or you probably would have to get extra lives. Part of me thought of grabbing weapon mods, but since I only really would have certain weapons in my arsenal, and I wasn't going to be using anything else, why pick up weapon mods? Unless I actually had to for a challenge. You'll see me punch the air when I actually tried the... there's a small, yeah, I kind of forgot where I was supposed to grapple that, and I just bounced off. There's a small gap in front of it where you can actually grapple it. Which is kind of, that's getting really annoying. Where you can grapple certain things like that. You just have a few... like a couple pixels in front of it. Not pixels. I think so. Where you can actually grapple to it instead of having to dash. And I think I did like the first 3 levels. At the end of Exultia, it hit me that I should have started recording this, and I didn't. Like, my brain got thrown for a loop when I actually first recorded this. Now, that was a terrible grenade. But I wanted to take out this guy first, because to me they're more annoying than the actual... I cannot remember any of the demons' names. Archidons, I can't pronounce that correctly. I tried to, you can tell that I actually tried to glory kill him, but I wasn't close enough to actually do that. So, my next rune that I got, I believe, was the one where you can glory kill closer. And you'll see me stutter in front of certain things just to make sure that I actually have what I need. Or I actually need to pick it up, is what I meant to say. Especially for the fuel clips. I did this on one run without going back. And for the first one that I actually uploaded, I actually started a new run for that. Just to show you what I was doing. But this is the first original run that I did. At least of the first 2 levels. And everything else afterwards is of my first run. My first attempt. Freaking. Out of the cannon fodder enemies, really gargoyles are just the bane of my existence. They're just so annoying. Fuck yeah, just kill those guys real quick. What? I have no idea what the hell just happened there. I think it just split weirdly. Because... yay, PlayStation. Didn't I have 8 lives a second ago? Sorry, I probably wasn't paying attention. I'm tired. as I'm doing this. This is going on almost 1 o'clock at night as I'm doing this. So I think I lost a life. If I didn't, good. If I did, fuck. Oh, I remember the meme. I fear no man, but that thing. And then it just shows a picture of the Archvile and Cacodemon. That fear. That scares me. I actually like most of their demons' designs a lot better than Doom 16. Doom 2016. Whatever. Because they look a lot cleaner. And definitely a lot, like, mechanical for certain aspects. I mean, mechanical is neat because I like cyborgs and shit like that. Steampunk is... Oh, freaking like a steampunk mod or a steampunk thing for Doom Eternal event. That would look really cool. Especially have like a combat shotgun steampunk theme. Like a suit that would be really cool. Hell, maybe not even a combat shotgun, maybe like the BFG or the not the BFG. Oh, I can't think of it. The ballista, yeah. Freaking tentacles getting in my way. I can't remember what it actually called. I think they're called tentacles in the codex. I could be wrong. Yeah, and mainly because of this area is like the reason why I decided on using the like the purple goo is one of the main reasons why I actually thought of using. Yeah, there I lost a life because that actually popped up. The purple goo is why I really thought of using the super shotgun, just because of the not to fire from it, but to actually be transversal about it and just move quicker. So really, this would more be yeah, I just stood here for a minute waiting for my shit to recharge. This would more not really be unmodded combat shotgun, but unmodded shotgun, well, it wouldn't be unmodded shotgun only. It would be unmodded combat shotgun with equipment and probably the assistance of the super shotgun mod, but that would be way too long of a name. And really, the super shotgun is only available in starting level 3, and I know I keep calling it level 3 when I could just easily look up the level names and everything, but I just don't want to. I'll call it correctly in the next video, but right now I'm just too tired to think of it. What I don't know is I should probably look it up, but how speedrunners actually skip that little animation of picking it up, because I think they do, and I just skip most of the cutscenes because I've seen all of them before. That was weird. I didn't realize that I actually clipped through it. Yeah, I was actually just trying to get my equipment to cool down faster because this isn't no normal run, everybody. The real game has just begun. I forgot what I was looking for at this point. I think I had... Yeah, because I really didn't need most anything up here. Oh, it just skipped that entire section, didn't that? Jesus. Freaking. This is really, like, skipping a lot of really neat stuff. So I don't even get to explain that. There was a freaking, like, fun little fight with the cacodemons I did out there. And it was just really cool, and it just skipped it. And I'm so upset by that. I didn't worry about Slayer gates because I just didn't really want to deal with them and losing all my extra lives. Even though I'm on the easiest difficulty. I've done them a couple times before. I keep forgetting where that one was, so... And I keep forgetting I had to go further for it, so that's why I stuttered on that. And sometimes I just can't control my boost correctly. So you'll see me dash side by side like that. I think the main reason why I did cutscenes, certain cutscenes, is to give myself a break when I'm recording this. And to show off my cool little costume and see how it was in the cutscene.
I am where I belong.
I need a new celestial battery, brah. I just love the little mustache on the helmet. It just makes everything perfect. Like, I love how it doesn't even go a thing for changing it. It's just like, here, there you go.
Seek to defy the Calm Maker herself. It is your people's time now to give penance, just as it was mine.
Huh. I just realized that his
Hear me, Slayer.
cannon is on
Laid to rest.
the right side, while the Doom Hunter's is on the left.
And so will mine.
That would be cool if you could actually, like, have a thing to actually change it from left to right. Like, I don't know. That would be kind of cool. Kind of interesting that you can't actually pull, like, you can't use your weapon right here. You have to actually go here. Like there's a pacification field in freaking, like, Fallout 3. I probably wouldn't be able to do a speedrun with this because I can't think. Because I can think fast, but I can't think, like, fast enough for, like, some of this.
The extraction point has been identified. I will mark its location on your HUD.
Or at least we're almost done, so... Yeah, I really... Oh, okay, I did have 8 lives when I started this level. Yeah, I just decided to go down with that because it was just a lot easier than trying to jump back up. And... I wonder, like, the sound seems to be a bit laggy when I'm recording this. Like, you can hear a boost even before it starts, which is a bit weird. Yeah, I really needed that quad boost because I probably was just gonna waste too much ammo killing everything. And one of my favorite things of this Doom is the glory kill animation. Because it's really freaking just so cool. My favorite one is on the zombies, the zombie cultists. No, not the zombies. The ones with the giant guns on their arms, and then you just blow their heads off with it. And it's just really freaking cool. I really like that one a lot. Now, what I did, when I actually recorded this, is I waited until after the, what's it called? We'll get to it in a minute, but I literally can't think of it right now. The demon holding area? Punishment area? Whatever the fuck it's called. to actually... I waited after that into the next loading screen for the third level in order to stop recording. Just to show, kind of do like... I might... Like these first two, it took me an hour to do. Normal Doom speedruns probably won't even take an hour for the first 4 levels, which is cool. I think I was looking for that gargoyle right there, which I just got annoyed at. Yeah, I just decided to punch it because why not? I didn't want to chainsaw it. And I honestly forgot this was the last of the level. Even though, of course, I've done this a lot, and I forget a few things about some of these levels. I think one of the coolest things about that Master Collection from the Christmas one is your altar in the back, and it's just really cool. And I just love how the little gingerbread have upside down pentagrams on their heads, and that's really cool. The amount of detail they do for like all the extra stuff is really cool. I just kind of like kept these cutscenes in for I don't know why. I just think they're a little neat as you go back to the Fortress of Doom. And it's like, oh yeah, whose ass do I have to kick next?
The hub has several areas locked off due to power constraints. Once power has been restored, you will be able to
I think one of my favorite equipment is definitely the ice bomb. And you'll see me use that a lot throughout like my run. And it's really good for crowd control. And I just think it's funny. When you freeze something, you can flame belch it. It'll stay frozen for about a second.
The ice bomb modification to your equipment launcher has been completed.
And I don't know how to skip that animation of picking it up, or else I would have.
Manually toggle the launcher to fire either ice bombs or frag grenades.
And like later on, you'll see me frantically switching between my grenades because I forget the cooldowns for each of them. And I don't worry about unlocking any suits because I already unlocked them on like earlier playthroughs. So I didn't really want to waste my time doing that again. Repertorium. I just think that's freaking funny that it's called that. What I didn't know is that Flip actually respawns in this area, so you can use it to basically infinitely kill enemies. Well, at least one-shot enemy and a lot of enemies. Now, I guess this would be a good area to train on, like, higher area demons before, like, actually doing certain things. Like on Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare just coming here, ripping through Doom Hunters, if they even... I don't know, this is really the only time that I actively used the, thing. Repertorium, because normally I just go through a level again to get used to the boss fights and mechanics, and yeah, right after I picked it up it respawned another, which is cool. And this is really coming, I to be honest, I forget my way around the Fortress of Doom a lot. So, I'm sorry. Of course I had to grab the predator suit. I wasn't really sure on what to put in first, so I just kind of didn't, like, I was just kind of thinking around stuff. And so I really did the faster ledge grab, just because to make things a bit easier. You'll see me put perks, like put stuff into random shit, but that's later. And this is coming to an end to our first 2 levels. And I'll see you guys in the next one, I hope.